discussed about the characteristics of sound wave, amplitude, frequency, wavelength and time period. These tells each and everything about wave. Now we will discuss about the characteristics of sound. We have three characteristics of sound: loudness, pitch and quality. Characteristics of sound tells us, or we use the characteristics of sound to differentiate two sound. If someone is speaking, we can tell who is speaking, or we can tell someone is speaking louder or softer. These all we can tell about the or from the characteristics of sound. First characteristic is loudness. Loudness is the characteristic of sound which is used to differentiate between loud sound and soft sound. If someone speaking louder, then the sound is known as loud sound. If someone is speaking softly, then the sound is known as soft sound. And loudness depend on amplitude. If the sound have high amplitude, then sound will be more louder. If the amplitude is low or less, then the sound will be soft. So loudness depends on amplitude. Suppose we have two sound waves. This have more amplitude as compared to this one. The second one have more amplitude. This is amplitude. So this sound will be more louder as compared to first one. So loudness is the characteristic of sound which is used to differentiate two sound, soft sound and loud sound. And loudness depends on amplitude. If the value of amplitude is high, then sound will be louder. If the value of amplitude will be less, then sound will be soft. Second one is pitch. Now we can differentiate in boys and girls sound. How we can differentiate in boys and girls sound? That is due to the characteristic of sound. That characteristic is pitch. Pitch is the characteristic of sound which defines shrillness. What is shrillness? Patlapan. So pitch defines the shrillness of a sound, and pitch depends on frequency. Pitch depends on frequency. If the sound have more frequency, then it will be more shriller, more shrill. If the sound have less frequency, then it will be slow, or it will be less shrill. If the sound have more frequency, then it will be more shriller. If the sound have less frequency, then it will be less shriller. And the girls sound have more frequency, so that will be more shrill as compared to boys. Now why the difference in boys and girls sound? Because in boys, in throat, the vocal cord or larynx is visible to us. Size of larynx or voice box is bigger in boys. So the vocal cords are bigger in size. So frequency will be less, so the sound will be less shriller. Now in girls, the voice box is not visible in throat, so the size will be small, so frequency will be high, so sound will be more shriller. So by pitch, we can differentiate that the sound is more shriller or less shriller. By this we can differentiate in boys and girls sound. The third characteristic is quality. If amplitude is same, frequency is same, then also we can differentiate between two sounds. Suppose two students are sitting in another room. By listening their sound, we can tell that who is speaking. How we can tell that thing? So that is due to the third characteristic known as quality. Quality is the characteristic of sound which is used to differentiate two sound which have same amplitude and same frequency. If amplitude and frequency is same, both are same, then also we can differentiate in sound, and that is due to the quality. I told you, when two students are sitting in another room, by listening their sound, we can tell that who is speaking. That is due to the quality. So these are the characteristics of sound which are used to differentiate between two sounds. Now we will discuss about noise and music. We will discuss about noise and music. We are listening sound, sound reaches to us, sometimes it irritates us, and sometimes it is pleasant to us. So sound which is pleasant to us, or when we feel happy to listen any sound, that sound is known as music. The sound which is pleasant to our ears, that sound is known as music, and the sound which is not pleasant to our ears, that is known as noise. We have musical instruments like sitar and guitar. We have string, that string vibrate and produce sound. In flute, we have air columns. In flute, air is the source of sound production. From air flute, through air columns, the sound comes and particle vibrate, and that sound reaches to us. So the sound which is pleasant to our ears known as music, and the sound which is not pleasant or unpleasant to our ears, that is known as noise. So noise irritates us, but we feel some, or we are not irritating when we are using music. It frees our mood. So about noise we have loudness also. About loudness we have discussed. If noise is louder, then it irritates us, and we have a unit to measure the loudness. The unit of measuring loudness is decibel, denoted by dB. The unit of measuring noise for loudness is decibel, denoted by dB. If the sound is more than 80 decibel, then it irritates us and we cannot tolerate that sound. Sometimes, suppose if we are using DJ, sometimes the sound behaves as music, and sometimes the sound behaves as noise. So when it is pleasant to us, it is known as music, and when it irritates us or when it is unpleasant to us, then it is known as noise. The loudness or the noise which is more than 80 decibel, we cannot tolerate that, or that irritate us. How sound is produced in our homes? We are using TV, so TV produce sound. Sometimes if we increase the volume, then it produces noise which is unpleasant to us. We are using grinders, which also cause noise pollution. What is noise pollution? When a large amount of sound is produced in the environment, it pollutes our environment, and that is known as noise pollution. Sound is produced in our homes. Sound is produced in our homes by TV, by radio, by music system, by grinders, by utensils, or we are speaking louder, then also sound is produced. How we can control sound pollution? Sound or noise pollution can be controlled by using heavy curtains, the things which are soft, that will absorb the vibrations. If you visit the auditorium, in auditorium the curtains are heavier as compared to the other places. Why the curtains are heavier? Because they absorb the sound particles. When sound particles are absorbed, they will reduce the noise, or they will reduce the sound. So by using heavy curtains, by using the TV at a proper volume, in a limited volume, by not using the loudspeakers, by using the mixer and grinder in a proper way. So these are the ways by which we can control noise pollution. Mainly in forest, why there is no noise pollution? Because in forest, leaves and bark of the trees are soft, and these soft things absorb sound particles. When they absorb sound particles, then there will be no pollution. So mainly in forest, if we are using some devices which are producing more sound, they will also not cause any noise pollution. Why they not cause any noise pollution? Because in forest we have trees, and bark and leaves are soft. These bark and leaves absorb the sound particles, and when they absorb sound particles, then there will be no noise pollution. Thank you, and revise your work properly.